Old Year and New Year's are just to say Christmas on a broke pocket day. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a dance all New Year. Great tidings, Natty Jane bring you. Great tidings, Natty Jane bring you. Great tidings, Natty Jane bring you. And a dance all New Year. We skank and rock it to the rhythm. We rock and we rock the rhythm. We scrub and we rub and we the wise. And a happy dance. We bring you a Merry Christmas. We bring you a Merry Christmas. We bring you a Merry Christmas and a dance all New Year. You love up, you rub up on a Christmas. You rub up, you scrub up on a Christmas. You rub up and you dub up on a Christmas and a dance all New Year. We wish you merry, 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 merry Christmas on a broke pocket day. Not even 1 cent to buy a little toy. We dance and rock it to the ice box. We rub it and scrub it to the ice box. We rub it and dub it to the Christmas on a broke pocket this year. Everybody gonna jump in and a shout. Everybody gonna jump in and a shouting. Everybody gonna jump in and a shouting. And Ben Johnson dear, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and dance all good. Everybody in the dance all singing. Everybody in the dance all rocking. Everybody is skanking and a rocking. And a broke pocket deal. We rub up and a scrub up and a skanking. We skank and a rocking and a moving. We move and a rocking and a dub wise. And a happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy double wise. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a dance all New Year. Great tidings, Natty Jane bring you. Great tidings, Natty Jane bring you. Great tidings, Natty Jane bring you. On a broke pocket dear. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy, happy, happy broke pocket dear. Sarah's got broke pocket day. I never tell you about the day, cause I know about the Christmas. I wanna tell you, said I know about the Christmas. Yeah. Imagine Christmas come and I don't even have 1 cent to buy a toy.
What other means love? Loving a
Mic check 1 2. Okay, guys, are you hearing me now? Just confirm if you guys are hearing me now. Uh, Sorry about that. Right. So, checking to see if the audio. Okay, good. So, John, Keith, Daniel, Lynette, and Tara said they're hearing me now. Sorry about that, guys. Happens to the best of us. Technology keeps evolving, and usually when you update these things, you have to put back certain settings and things like that. So my apologies. Morning to you guys again. Welcome down to the program. At least I hope y'all hear the little Christmas music I was playing for y'all just now. Okay, guys, are you hearing me now? Okay, yeah, we're hearing you. Stop it. Right. So it's Monday, the 18th. We're making our way down to the 25th. A lot of Guyanese heading home for the holidays. A lot of Guyanese here. Okay, I thought somebody said it's still not hearing. Right, a lot of Guyanese here preparing, cleaning, getting themselves ready for the holiday season. That's something very special for all of us here in Guyana and those Guyanese in the diaspora as well. So, season's greetings to everybody, especially to my Livewire family. You guys have been here with me all year, and I can't complain. You guys have been very loyal and supportive, and I do appreciate you guys being here with me every morning as we discuss issues in and around Guyana and debunk some of the misinformation being spread in certain quarters as well, while keeping you informed on the development that is happening in your country, whether you're here or not, right? You're Guyanese, so you need to know what's going on. So, morning to Wazim, Sandy, Jamila, Gil, Tracy, Martindale, morning to you. I'm coming up there for pepper pot and stuff, yeah? So, please, Tracy, have my stuff sorted out and put aside. Rennie Prasad, morning to you and season's greetings to you as well. Neil Ramlokan joining us from New York City. Good morning to you. Sherwin Siram, Safo Diabru, morning to you. Lynette Cornelius, Vina Ramkaran, Mohammed Yusuf. I think I'm saying that right. Lance Henry, Maureen Razio, Ronald Martindale, good morning to you. Happy holidays to you and your family. Lance Henry saying happy holidays to the Livewire family. Vishram Patrick, it was raining over here, bro, but the sun is out again, and what we gonna do? You understand? They cool the place down before all that traffic in town today. Everybody shopping. I telling people is you're better off with a bike these days, a motorcycle with the kind of traffic that you're experiencing in town, and that was on regular days, much less days like today where a lot of persons enjoy shopping. Some people take their shopping day to day as well, so they can be out and about. Right, John Ragnat, morning to you, Raji Miraj, Daniel Azwim. Daniel, morning. Babita Sims, morning to you. Keith Adams. Aliyah Mohammed, morning to you. Tara Brian, morning to you. Yusuf Asif Hamad, morning to you. Who else we got here that I ain't call already? Raj, what's going on, champ? What we doing? What we doing? We going up to Essequibo for the holidays or what? You didn't invite me up there. We're going on in Essequibo for the Christmas, Raj. Let me know. We got to link up. I ain't celebrating Christmas home, but celebrating it with y'all. I'm visiting everybody. Right? Jean Cornelius, morning to you. Chris, morning to you. Eunice Ragobir, morning to you. I got to work out some way for you to send some black cake and me to send some pepper pot for you. So we can got like an exchange program, Eunice, for the holidays. You send black cake, I can send pepper pot that side. Sister Rampasad, Ajay Chatterpaul, all the way from Bartika joining us. Morning. Pam Singh in the garden doing her thing. Dave Etwar, morning. Omar Sharif from NYC in the building. Rajin Datadin. Shafiq, Okay. Passad Party. Yeah. Shakila Bridgelal in the house. Rose, Sally Jones. Right. Lynette, no, I don't have any updates on the accident with Minister Mustafa. I think most persons would have seen that on social media, especially on my page. Out of there. Sorry, excuse me. Just a second, please. Sorry. Right. Sorry about that. I got a pet. A little disgusting. Anyway, I don't have an update on the minister's current condition. However, I will have one for you within another two hours. Once I get some official words, you gotta make some calls and get that done, right? But it was an unfortunate situation. I did upload it to my Facebook. What actually transpired on the roadways yesterday. Accident. I don't know if persons want to see that again here. If you do, or if you have not seen what took place, I could play it here for you, but it would be at the request of the viewers. I know Minister Mustafa has a lot of support in the regions and in the diaspora, and it might be too much for some people to deal with to view that again. So if it is that the Livewire viewers are requesting to see what transpired on the roadways in relation to the minister, I'll play the video, but I'll look for the response. Okay, first of all, Passad Pati, I have one cat. I can't have a dog where I live in because I ain't have yard space. So one cat. So you don't set me up like if someone will granny with one set of cats in here. Anyway, so moving on. I wanted to raise something to the Livewire family attention. On several occasions, I've been deemed as a racist by persons on the other side. And just Friday, again, I received some WhatsApp messages and I was very upset because, anyway, I can explain it all to you. No, I have shared my opinion on what I perceive as bad governance, mismanagement, and foolishness. I felt the opposition, the PNC, APNU, AFC did during their tenure. I comment on that, right? Because I I lived through it. I've worked under the PPPC under President Jagdeo. I've worked with the PPPC under President Ramutar. I've worked with the PYARG under President Granger. That's why I could speak so freely in relation to that program and how the former executive officer really ran it into the ground. The former executive officer and the former director of youth, along with the former minister, George Norton, ran that program that benefited thousands of young people across this country, across ethnicities, across economic standards. You understand? So you had rich people, middle income people cheering, and poor people cheering coming together. So it bridged that gap where you had, separation, where people felt you don't like with certain people, you don't do certain things. And that program positively impacted thousands of Guyanese, allowing them to walk away with an international award of achievement and then go on to leadership and then go on to advanced levels of volunteerism. You understand? So, because I would call out foolishness
by the opposition, I am often deemed a racist because the persons who I'm calling on the foolishness in relation to are of my ethnicity. And some are of the view that because I am Afro and they are Afro, I should condone, jump on the bandwagon, and support any nonsense coming out of the opposition. Well, I've said it on numerous occasions. That will not be the case because I just blaze Ganesh Mahipal. He's an Indian and he doing beer stupidness, talking beer stupidness. And yes, Ganesh take the money from UG, but he give it back. Still playing like nothing didn't happen, but he take it without permission. So it's still there. You understand? Now, one of the viewers of the program had called me a few weeks ago and said, I keep attacking Coretta McDonald and I keep attacking the Guyanese hypocrite and Father Abraham, his sons as well, Christopher Jones and all these people. But I don't say anything in relation to Keon Jabor, who has been talking a bunch of bunkum. So I addressed Keon Jabor a couple of programs back in relation to the nonsense he was talking, in relation to his irrelevance in the political setting. And also him being a person who would have committed a crime and used some other means to subvert the justice system. Because we all know about the documented allegations of abuse and the sudden disappearance of this case in the judicial system, right? So, Colonel Mike Charles, Lieutenant Colonel Mike Charles, his funeral was, I think that was the first funeral of the 5 that took place. And whilst I knew him personally, several persons called me and asked me if I was going to stream it, if I'm going to stream it, if I'm going to stream, if I'm going to stream. Several persons called. And it was on those grounds that I found a way and means to stream the funeral on my profile and on some accounts that you guys would see this program here on. I streamed it. There were breaks in the connection because I was not there physically. Right? Now, it was Friday when the other funerals took place. Now, on a point of order, I will make it clear that the Guyana Defense Force Public Relations Department made it clear to journalists that the family and the friends of Colonel Shahood requested that there was no outside coverage of the funeral service. It was stated, right? Besides that, I had other responsibilities that I needed to attend to in relation to work in the field. So I was unable to sit at home or sit wherever I am with a solid Wi-Fi connection to stream the funerals of the other fallen soldiers. Right? I received a voice note claiming that I didn't want to stream these people's funeral because they're Afro-Guyanese. You hear me? I want to stream these people's funeral, these soldiers, these fallen soldiers, because they were Afro-Guyanese. And when I tell you, I get so angry because it was nothing of the sort. Whilst I knew my Charles, Jason Khan was closer to me in terms of interaction, liming, them kind of thing. I didn't stream his funeral. Jason Khan is of mixed race, Indian, and I think he got a little Afro in him. You understand? But that's to show you how these people look at things. And if I only tell y'all is who. If I only tell y'all is who. You understand? That is how they look at things. I didn't want to stream the rest of the soldiers' funeral because they're Afro-Guyanese. No, foolishness. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. unless I was busting myself in two. I couldn't do it. You understand? So listen, sometimes these things are disheartening to me because I'm often put over as this. I have this hatred for Afro-Guyanese. That's not the case. I have a hatred for the foolishness that comes out of the opposition. I have a hatred for the PNC and their policies. I have a hatred for the way the PNC treated and treats people who are and were loyal to them. Right? And listen, I keep telling people I never support that party. I never support them, ever. Oh my God. Never. Never. Well, a blocky, but I'm going to tell you, none other than Mr. One Steak Special. Right? Mr. One Steak Special. I racist and they want broadcast the other soldiers' funeral. But I'm not going to let that upset me this morning because we got other things to deal with. We ain't got time for foolishness. Anyway, on Saturday, I was in Prospect where the Prospect CPG, they had a barbecue fundraising activity there, to help get the CPG group on its feet and things like that. So hats off to the chairman and the vice chair in that area for pulling off an excellent event in aid of promoting security in your community. So, good job, guys. So whilst I was there, I was talking with some of the other persons who brought my attention to a press release from Rickford Burke's organization. Is me or they got a cold going wrong, man? I understand it. I hear a lot of people coughing as well. They got a cold going wrong. Ain't they with all this heat? We didn't really had that much rain. Now, in relation to this press statement, I keep saying that, one, the opposition will continue to mislead its supporters in the most barefaced manner that you could think about, without any regard for their supporters' loyalty and the trust and faith that their supporters put in them. They will continue to lie to them without fear, flavor, affliction, or ill will. They will continue. Now, we all know on the 14th, there was a statement between Venezuela and Guyana. They call it the oh boy. Is the statement of Argyle? I know Argyle was in there, but we can get to that. Now, the CGID in its press release criticized the appointment of Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves as a new good officer and interlocutor, stating that he is an obvious agent of Maduro. Now, again, I am reiterating to persons that the Prime Minister is the current president of the Latin American and Caribbean states, CELAC, right? He is the current president. And all those states he's also a member of CARICOM, right? Now, all those states, for Rose, this girl wake up yet? What's going on? Right. Now, all these states, CARICOM, the Latin American states, all these states have a common interest in this area here. So they would approach their chief representative, head of CARICOM, head of CELAC, other leaders, heads of state, to maintain peace in this region, right? And despite whatever issue Guyana has with Venezuela, we must understand and take into consideration that other countries, Caribbean countries, Latin American countries, they also have a relationship with Venezuela. And they have to maneuver a diplomatic tightrope, so to speak, in relation to it. Whilst holding a firm stance, they cannot alienate Venezuela as a potential economic partner, whatever they're looking to accomplish with Venezuela. So here again, we have misrepresentation by Rickford Bork in relation to the agreement at Argyle, which was released on the 14th, right? Now, the joint declaration, well, the Declaration of Argyle, the joint declaration clearly outlines the involvement of various leaders and not Ralph Gonzalez alone, right? Now, he has been highlighted as the principal interlocutor. But it is important to note that Gonzalez's role is a part of the agreed upon diplomatic process, not an indication of bias towards Maduro. Now, the CGID press release questioned why President Ali is taking Guyana back to the process explored 57 years ago and failed. Now, the joint declaration acknowledges the commitment to resolving the controversy in accordance with international law, including the Geneva Agreement. The process outlined in the agreement is a diplomatic approach involving various leaders and international bodies. Now, CGID, in its press release, claims that every mechanism stipulated in the Geneva Agreement to resolve the controversy has been exhausted between 1966 and 2015. But the joint declaration, however, reflects a renewed commitment to dialogue and the establishment of a joint commission to address matters of mutual importance. Now, this is indicating a diplomatic effort beyond the previous mechanisms. But again, you cannot have that kind of understanding coming out from people like Rickford Bork, right? You can't have it. Now, in the press release, they expressed concern about the agreement that the agreement fails to compel Maduro to revert to the status quo. The joint declaration emphasizes the commitment to refrain from escalating conflicts, and both parties agreed to cooperate to avoid incidents conducive to tension. The specific concerns raised in the press release by the CGID are not aligned with the actual content of the joint declaration. So you could imagine somebody like Rickford Bork, who is claiming to be educating persons on the other side, the opposition supporters. And this is the information they're getting. This is the information they're getting and going to run with. So when you hear persons on the road talking and you wondering like, man, is this, we getting the same news? We in the same area? You understand me? You want to know if you are looking and receiving the same information, because you can't fathom like how we read the same declaration of Argyle. You understand? How we read the same thing, where Rickford Bork getting his information from. And that is the sad part about it. Not every supporter, or not everyone, not limiting it to coalition supporters. Not everyone will take the time to go and sit and Google and read through and understand. And if they don't understand, seek clarity. You understand me? So people who see Rickford Bork dressed in his suit, the suit, and think he got on his shades and he looking a little smart and stuff, they gonna run with whoever Rickford Bork tell them. Although they don't know it's bear stripping to hearing. It's bear stripping to hearing. You understand? So I had to bring some clarity on that because you can't allow people like Rickford Bork to run away with certain foolishness. And apparently, like everybody, they're doing little writing this weekend. Because I see Sharma Solomon also had wrote a letter talking a bunch of bunkum, but political appointees and political appointees. Now, they have been fighting down the town clerk acting, Mr. Lennox Gaspar, a Linden, right? A Linden. Lennox Gaspar is not a man from Bartica who come there to or applied for a job to work there in Linden at the municipality. Lennox Gaspar is a born and raised Lindener, right? And imagine, plus he's Afro-Guyanese. So imagine Sharma them willing to fight down their own Mati, not even a Mati by race, the geographical Mati. They're willing to fight down, right? Now, the Linden municipality, well, I should say the mayor in his letter, alleged bias and illegitimate means by the local government commission, but fails to provide specific evidence supporting these claims. Now, without concrete examples or documentation, the accusations may be perceived as baseless. And I am putting to you here on this program this morning that I'm saying that they're baseless. Sharma Solomon has no real issue or problem with Lennox Gaspar. It's the fact that he doesn't like the fact that Lennox Gaspar doesn't support his party or doesn't speak in friendly terms to his party. That's his problem. You understand? Now, while the municipality raises concerns about transparency in the appointment process, it does not offer detailed information on how the process lacks transparency, right? Clarity on specific instances or procedural issues would strengthen their argument. But we know that the opposition, PNC, AFC, WPA, People's Movement, and they don't come with evidence-based arguments, right? Now, there is a discrepancy between the number of applications claimed by the municipality at 6, claiming at least 6 persons applied, and the number reported by the local government commission, which is only 1. So the lack of clarity on the exact number of applications creates uncertainty about the municipality's position. Now, the council proposed resolutions, including revisiting candidates' files and restarting the application process. Now, this may be interpreted as an attempt to favor a specific candidate. What is your issue with Lennox Gaspar? Is he intellectually dull? Only thing I could say he's short, right? He probably can't see over certain things. He might got step up on something and see. But other than that, he's from Linden. He's an educated young man. What is your issue? What is your issue? Now, the municipality asserts that the commission is a tool of the PPPC government. Such a strong accusation without clear evidence may be seen as an attempt to politicize the appointment process and undermine the credibility of the commission. And mind you, Lennox Gaspar is not receiving anything in any way, shape, or form like the APNU AFC political appointees, which we shall discuss shortly. Lennox Gaspar is receiving the municipality salary and whatever benefits comes with that position, right? Unlike political appointees who get in between 4 and 12,000 US a month salary, rent pay, bills pay, transportation, all kind of thing. We can discuss it. Now, the call for everyone, well, every right-thinking Guyanese to condemn the Commission's action might be viewed as an attempt to rally public sentiment without providing a solid basis for their claim. Now, the lack of specific details, I think, will show the public that they should not support this call to action by Sharma Solomon. Sharma Solomon is calling people to action to fix the issues in the municipality, but fixated and salivating on Lennox Gaspar. And I'm saying, Mr. Solomon, I think you have an issue there. You understand? Because I can't see why it's like you have a unhealthy attraction to Mr. Gaspar. You focus on your work as you may allow Mr. Gaspar to execute his task as the town clerk. It is not your role to hire or fire the town clerk. So what is your issue? What have you done, Mr. Solomon, since being appointed as mayor, well, elected as mayor and sworn in by the president? What have you done to advance the municipality? What have you done to bring ease to the citizenry of Linden? What? But you are fixated on Gaspar and what Gaspar doing and how he appointed and whatnot. If you have an issue of Gaspar thieving the money at the municipality, let's hear about it with evidence. If you have evidence that Gaspar is incompetent, you show us with evidence. You understand? If Gaspar, they come from Essequibo, never spend 2 days in Linden, you show us with evidence. But until then, not because you and your feelings, you're going to try to prevent the town clerk from doing his work. It doesn't work like that, sir. You understand? Now, the prolonged dispute over the appointment process may have repercussions on local governance, leading to delays in crucial appointments. The municipality stand may be criticized, I should say, for prioritizing political interests over the effective functioning of local government. So not studying the appointment, but studying the administration of the area that you were elected to administrate. You are the mayor. You have councils who have a controlling interest in the municipality. Have you guys brought anything to the table in terms of moving that area forward, building a dump site, cleaning up the cemetery? Something, brother. Something. Doing community roads that fall on the municipality's purview, fixing up the market in the area. Getting rid of all them derelict vehicles in the town council yard. Finding some new sources of revenue to generate revenue for the council. Why is that not a priority for the council? The council and the mayor wasting time worrying about Lennox Gaspar. You understand? And you are talking about political appointees, Mr. Mayor. Lennox Gaspar is not receiving the kind of perks and benefits that might have you drooling after him. I can't see what's your obsession with Lennox Gaspar. I think it's unhealthy. You need to find other ways to channel your energy, sir. Right? Now, if Lennox Gaspar was receiving a salary between 4,000 to 12,000 US a month, enjoying various benefits such as housing, bills being paid, duty-free vehicle, personal security, CCTV home surveillance, unlimited international and local telephone usage, and all other utilities, I would have said, yeah, Sharma. We're out this bike. Would have gained the town clerk. But where were you, Sharma, when our tax money was going to this? When persons from your party, your political appointees in the Department in Environment and them stupidness was getting big salaries for doing nothing. This banner actually going to the Linden municipality to work, and y'all fighting it out. You understand me? It is so amazing. It is so amazing. People who actually want, and you know something, I can tell you, a lot of the persons who cross over, to the PPP, right? One of the main things you hear from them, they got no support. They couldn't do anything in the community. They couldn't action nothing. The party and the government that they supported did not support them. Right? All the councillors who would have crossed the floor from City Hall have done more in their communities as PPP activists. Right? They have done more in their communities, the ones who win. But okay, before local government finish and we know who win and who lose. Before those councillors were elected, they did more in some of these communities than the councillors who sit in these councils for years, representing these communities for years. They did so much more. You understand? And now that they're in council, look at Alberton, Queenstown, Kingston. You think is the council action get that the upgrades to the roads and the drainage cleaning there, which is the council responsibility? They ain't play no role in that. The front road that cleaning there, all the drainage works you've seen happening around the place, all boys town, the drainage works happening there now. The continuation phase 2 of the Boulevard project continuing now, adding more concrete roads to all boys town. Pretty soon when you drive through all boys town, they ain't got a bad road in there. Not a single bad road they will have in there. You understand? Jillian, you is trouble, you know. Jillian, you is Jillian Lewis. All right. I will. Jillian, look, some of y'all on this program here. All right. But like I say, they got more done. When you go to City Hall meetings, you would be surprised at the foolishness that takes over the meeting. The unprofessionalism of some of the councillors there. Well, you can't even fault them because up to now, there was no orientation for new councillors going to that council. None whatsoever. So they don't even bow to the mayor when they're leaving and entering the chamber. You understand? And all they do is discuss reports and reports. They up to now, I went to the last 2 council meeting, stay there from 2 to about 7 o'clock. And up to now, you heard nothing about drainage, roads, garbage. Well, they talk about some trash compactor that they're rowing back and forth over. But nothing significant about garbage collection, drainage, and that kind of thing for the holidays. You hear nothing about the city constabulary putting more constables on the road to assist the police with security. Let me give you all a laugh. I had to say, well done, Mr. Mayor. And I mean, as a man's jacket. So at the last council meeting, they had some incident where a firearm was involved. and the city constabulary was the first group engaged in the incident. I can't remember the specifics on the location, but it had something to do with a municipal location. Anyway, so the mayor was asking like the chief constable, what was the outcome of the matter? You know, what's going on? Give us an update. So he basically saying that he handed this matter to the police and he never checked back. So the mayor asking him how you, as the chief constable, could have such a serious matter occur, pass it to the police, and in do no follow-up to see, well, who charged, what happened, anybody gone to jail, they move to court, they do nothing. You understand? The mayor turn and tell the guy, you can't just be sitting here like you waiting on retirement. And literally, it seems like that's what he's doing there. So the city hall got a problem way bigger than just its council. Like it's in the system itself. If you see the attire of the chief constable, at least he was the representative of the constabulary. He may not have been the chief constable, but a senior rank of the city constabulary, representing the city constabulary at a statutory meeting. So he had to be either chief deputy or something high up there. If you see this man condition, you hear me? If you see this man condition, you would never think that that was a law enforcement officer. You would never think it. Right? No uniform, nothing. A big shirt, a big pants, and he sit down in the back there. He representing the city constabulary. It is crazy. So they don't even have pride in the office that they hold in there at the city constabulary. And I'm gonna say it, not all of them are like that, because they have ranks of the constabulary that come in uniform. So why you as a senior rank showing up like that for an official event? And for some reason, I think it's hard to fire city hall staff, because some of the stories I hear and the people I'm still working there, I'm trying to understand, like, what's the issue? Start sending people home and hire new people. But probably they got some kind of inner workings that got to happen for that to happen. But folks, it is disheartening when you sit down and listen to all them people come to a room for more than 4 hours. And at the end of it, you have made no concrete decisions or nothing that you could say you're gonna see real change happening in communities around the capital city. And I dare say it's the same situation in Linden at the municipality up there. They got some of these councillors, and I maintain some of them councillors, them people only vote for you because it's PNC. You fall under the PNC party, you know. They didn't vote based on these councillors' representation of themselves. Up to now, you hear some voices from some of these councillors. You hear what I'm telling you? Up to now, you have not heard the voices of some of these councillors. And I'm telling you, their communities have issues. I pass through them. You understand? This guy, Clayton Hines, he's all about protocol and what should be and how it's supposed to go. Blah, blah, blah. But street lights, he ain't got time with. Drainage cleaning, he ain't got time with. Parapet cleaning, he ain't got time with. Garbage collection, he ain't got time with. But it's a PNC area. And they will naturally support the PNC candidate, whoever they be, even if the person ain't got a ounce of sense in the head, like Travis, the councillor for Charlestown. Travis, bumbling idiot. One of the councillors, not a word of representation for constituency. Up to now, I go to the meetings, me here, he say a word. You understand? Charleston Park, it's overgrown. The drains ain't clean in there yet. They got one and two. But I see the government come and do some roads in the area there. But I maintain to you, at the boundary line between, this is on Sussex Street, where Charlestown ends and Alboystown begins. And I think Charlestown Alboystown is the same area. It's one representative, Mr. Travis, right? There is a poster, a LG poster of this gentleman on a lantern post. And if you see the grass at the bottom, if you see the garbage pile under the poster, and this is the councillor for the area. You understand? Travis can organize a community event to clean up the area. Travis can't go and make representation to anybody to get help to clean up the area or do something in the area. So again, I say to you, the vote was not based on Travis taking a platform and representing himself, speaking to the people of Charlestown and Alboystown and laying out a plan in relation to how he's going to make that area better. Nothing of the sort. Travis was voted in based on the fact that he was on the APNU AFC card, and the area, Georgetown in general, usually supports the APNU AFC. And mind you, the persons in that area, I'm sure he will go to them and say, the reason we can't do nothing for you is the government fault. Not the council in finding new sources of income. Not that the council ain't update the assets register so they know where they know the head from the foot. Not that the council don't have a proper up-to-date means of knowing who paid the taxes from who ain't pay the taxes. Not that the council does go and sit down there for hours and not discuss anything with sense to the people of the Georgetown area. It can be the government for the government. Right? The government. And mind you, 2015 to 2020, when the council had the support of the executive, all the issues that they're complaining about, but government billing and pay taxes, and why the government then didn't pay up everything to the council? Maybe because the AP and UFC government too, realizing that the council depend on S and they wasn't getting the services, so they ain't paying. Could it be that? Because I would think the AP and UFC would have handed the council all the money the government agencies owe them. Since this is your council, and giving this council the money gonna make your council look good, and you'd have something to say, well, yes, we got City Hall functioning and we doing a thing. But they nothing. You don't get no road, you don't get no new drains, nothing during the period. Right? Nothing. The council tried to push the parking meters on we, but we said no, and that was it. That was it. So I think these mayor and councillors, especially these AP and new councillors, need to hold a focus and remember why you're there. And you're not in the opposition just to oppose. If it is benefiting the capital city, if it's benefiting the municipality of Linden or New Amsterdam or Madia, why not have it implemented? Your supporters will benefit as well. You think if you allow or you support a motion or whatever it is, however you get these things done at City Hall, to clean up the drains in an area that is only the people who voted for the PPP councils, how they rolling a flood, and they got PNC people living on the same street, it benefits everyone. You understand? So I don't know or can't fathom why they would not want to see development in communities that their constituents live in. I don't know. And then when you have the opportunity outright, like I said, you have the executive, Granger support you, Ubraj are you, everybody are you. You had no major interventions or changes happening in this city to say, well, you're here by City Hall, you're here by the walk-in. Nothing. Probably we could go to Maruka and see something that City Hall built there too. Because shit, some of these opposition people's got boxed the brain to find things that tangible things that they did for the Guyanese people whilst in office. Probably they could point to the house for themselves or the new Volkswagen for themselves that they benefit from. But tangible things that Guyanese benefit from holistically. You're right, Passat Party. In 2015, they're going to come back and fix it. But holistically. So when I say holistically, this is what I mean. The bypass from the East Coast that's going to Tamari, there is no way for you to differentiate whether a PVP man or a PNC man driving on it. There's no way for you to differentiate. There's no way for you to discriminate in that. Saying, all right, PNC people can't pass. Only PVP people can drive here. There's no way for you to do it. You understand? Holistic benefit. Everybody, from Harry right to Harry wrong, benefiting. Right? Now, just like the because we care, there's no way for you to determine who vote PPP, who vote PNC. Once you're a child of in school, private or public, collect the money. Right? With the bus service and the boatman could know that Courdel Jones support the PPP and you pass he, don't pick up each end. With the bus, same thing. With the bicycle, same thing. Don't give Courdel Jones share no bicycle. Right? So it was a holistic benefit. There was the ability to discriminate to the buses, boats, and bicycles. But because we care, it's because we care about all the people them cheering. All the people them cheering. So we gain all the people them cheering thing. You understand me? Anyway, guys, thank you for being here with me this morning. I was having some issues uploading some music. So I was trying to get some Christmas music for you guys to put you in the mood. But hey, continue to be good Guyanese. Continue to show that we are going to stand resilient, especially in this Guyana, Venezuela controversy, and we'll stand firm that Essequibo is our road. I'll see you guys here tomorrow, same time, same place, and until then, continue to be good Guyanese, continue to represent your country.
We are a peaceful people, struggling, we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces